Some stories arrive not with fanfare, but like ghosts in the fog, quiet at first until they begin to dance. This afternoon, we stand on the edge of history and theatre where fiction collides with truth and music resurrects memory. Dancing the Death Drill has stormed onto the Mandela Stage at the Joburg Theatre, and it does more than just tell a story, it summons it. Adapted from Fred Khumalo's haunting novel and brought to life by a fearless South African creative team, Dancing Death Drill plunges us deep into the unspeakable tragedy of the SS Mendi and the hidden war fought not with bullets but with dignity. 1917, over 600 black South African soldiers sank beneath the English Canal, unarmed, unheard, and never to be seen again. But on this stage, they do not drown, they dance. Let's welcome Palesa, the phenomenal scriptwriter of Dancing the Death Drill. Palesa Mazamisa joins me now. Palesa, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Writing for wartime and writing for a specific time placement is often incredibly difficult if there's very little literature, there's very little visual literature available about the time that you have to go and place yourself into it. How did you navigate that psychological hurdle in putting into words and putting into action and putting into theatre what would have been the SS Mendi moment of 1917?
Yeah, well, we had to do a lot of research, and so we looked not only at that particular wartime, but we looked at like from 1901 up into the 1950s, and so we tried to get information on just the textures of that time. Yeah. What did it feel like? What did it look like? What were people wearing? How did people speak? So we just had to go really delve into it and just find those nuggets in history. And we looked at, for example, different websites on history, South African history. There's a little bit of information on it. But we also looked at French websites and British. There's books that we looked through. So, yeah, there's a lot that goes into it.
So for someone who's never seen this, who's not particularly also familiar with Fred Khumalo's work and who asks, why should I invest in theatre of history? Why is this an important play to see? Why is this an important production to see? But more importantly, what is the story that's being told? Yeah.
Why is it important? Well, this is actually a story about who we are as South Africans. So it's a story that we don't, or many people don't know about the SS Mendi. And we are at a very critical point in time in South Africa where we're trying to define our history. Who are we? We just had the national dialogue where such conversations were happening. So now a play like Dancing the Death Drill, it addresses some of those issues about our identity as a people. It's also important for people, and especially young people, to come and see and experience it and get sort of connect from a visceral, guttural level what these soldiers might have gone through, what the conversations might have been. And so what theatre then does, it breaches that gap. So it's not just a footnote in history, it brings it alive through dialogue, through dance, through movement, through song and just the entire atmosphere, the lighting, and all the elements that make theatre what it is.
Yeah, let's talk about the treatment. James Qobo is a very interesting director, and he's directing this. Very interesting in that he dares to go to the places where people are often uncomfortable to go to, and you know, tease out the discomfort and put up a mirror for the audience oftentimes and have them feel it viscerally. You know, and leave them with questions to ask and answer after the time. Talk to us about the directive, artistic direction that was taken here by James and the crew.
So I think already by making the decision to bring people like Msaki in to create the music and to have Luyanda do the choreography. He saw a very big picture, and he understood, because we also have a lot of AV, so he understood that.
Oh, James loves AV.
Yes, he does. But one thing that he understands is that audiences come for a full experience.
Yes.
And so we don't only want it through dialogue. So as the characters and the singers and the dancers are performing, there's so many layers and ways in which people can feel and experience this production. So it's not only a production that you hear, it's a production that you feel when you hear the songs and you hear how the singers, emote. And then when you see the dancers and the movements, you really are like, oh, this is giving me a different experience of theatre. So I think all these multi-layers that James used to give a full experience, a well-rounded experience of the play. I think it's James.
And this is different from a one-act play theatre where it is minimal props, 1 or 2 or 3 actors on stage. This makes use of the entire availability of what the stage has on offer, and of course extending into different parts of theatre making, which includes, for instance, making use of the pit, I would assume.
Yes,
is a part of that as well, to give that experience to the audience that otherwise they would not have. And I would imagine that logistically this is difficult to bring about. I would imagine it's a large crew and cast. Talk to us about what it really took in rehearsals to workshop this to perfection.
Yeah. So again, it's because we're combining acting, dance, and song. So 3 divisions, how do you then bring them together? So with rehearsals, we actually started first with the music and the dancers, because we needed them to sort of get a feeling and understanding of what the story is about, and to start shaping the play from that perspective. And then we brought in the actors. And really it was tough. It wasn't an easy task because sometimes the musicians need to work on their own, to work on the songs, and then they need to come and see what we're doing with the actors, and then they need to see what the dancers are doing. So it was quite a logistical intrigue to put it all together. But we're happy.
That's fascinating. I haven't yet seen it. I'm hoping to see it potentially this week. You guys are running Tuesday to Saturday.
It's Thursday to Sunday.
Thursday to Sundays in the Joburg Theatre. Tickets available on
on web tickets.
On web tickets and at the box office, I would assume, for those who just want to rock up. Run time?
So the run time, it's about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and we've got a 20-minute interval.
And it starts at 7?
So evening shows at 7, and then matinee shows at 3 o'clock.
Fantastic. Palesa, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your work. Really do appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Palesa Mazamisa is the scriptwriter for Dancing with the Death Drill.